missed it again. I missed it, but only by a little bit. Only by a teeny bit. A teeny bit. That was close enough. Again, I should just get a timer. I should just get a timer going, and that should be how I do it. Good morning, everybody. Oh, there's quite a few of you here already. Good lord. Hello, H from Space, Nobody, Cameron G, Blunticulus, Dead Silverborn, Plebiscite, hello. Mr. Squark, Truman Error, Ruskinus, hello Katie, hello Aaron. And Asriel, oh god, there's too many, there's too many people. Hello, Good Convoy, Marshall Storm, Waylander, SK, Jalio Nothing, Zingbo, Luke, Arhane, Josh. How are we all doing? We all good? Oh. Now, I'm going to say right now, before we get into things, this probably won't be a long stream. This probably won't be a really long stream, because I've had a migraine since pretty much Tuesday? Or did it start Monday? I don't know. It's been going on. So I'm trying to take it easy. That's why there's not been much in the way of videos this week, because I just... Yeah. I'm keeping going, but it makes it very difficult to work on stuff, which is a real shame, because I had big plans for the start of the year and a whole bunch of stuff was supposed to happen, but it's just not really been all that feasible to spend all day, every day working on stuff, because I've barely been able to function, so that's been fun. But I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to actually do it when it was live. I've really planned to stream this at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but you've got to be sensible, you know? You've got to be sensible. If you've had 2 migraines in like a week long period, because it, you know, I had one starting on Monday, but I had one on Wednesday the week before, so I've not really had any time without one. So you got to be smart. But what we're going to do, right? What we're going to do, because I've got the lads. the lads are up. We'll go through it like on the stream side of things, and then anything that's like super awesome that we want to take a closer look at, we can go into the article proper. But I didn't want to scroll down, because then I'd see stuff, and I didn't want to see stuff. I wanted to, if I wasn't going to do this when they were doing it live, I wanted to at least make sure that I didn't get spoiled, you know? So we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. Combat patrol watches in the dark. Look, there's some stuff that you'll be able to throw me off with. Some stuff you won't. Also, oh, it's so warm suddenly. I look so spry and fresh. That's not accurate. I look like a warmed up corpse, and I have done for a week now. Oh, go on the floor, whatever. Not like the minis are going anywhere, at least until they sell out 3 minutes after release. That is also true. Right. We'll give it a moment. We'll give it a moment for a few more people to get in. There's a good chunk of people here, but there's only 23 likes, which is sort of naff. Just throwing it out there. It's just a small button you can click. That's it. You don't have to do anything. So easy. So easy. Oh, there you go. Just the immediate guilting. I can't do what Mikey does. Mikey shames grey names for not being members of the channel, but the chat replay on the actual like VOD, everyone's got different coloured names. I don't know how to turn that off, so I can't go the shaming route, which is I think that's, you know, a missed opportunity on my part. If I could just shame into people becoming members, I absolutely would. Although really that's his thing. I can't really steal that. That's a bit harsh. Bit harsh to just outright nick someone else's thing that they do. Although I suppose if we were doing that, then no one would be able to make anything on YouTube ever, really. There's no original ideas anymore. That is true, player beside. There is a marker for members. But, yeah, I need to... I really need to sort out the chat replay bit on the video itself. That's true, Patreon subs are grey. There's no way of linking those two. Which there should be, right? Something that always bugged me was when YouTube was like, yes, ad rates are terrible, so you should get people to join your Patreon page, but then did nothing to integrate the two of them. It's like, well done. Well done there. I mean, clearly, you could have done something, but they didn't. Oh, I definitely do have memberships enabled. Evolution of Gaming. I think there's some, depending on what you're on, like, not like drugs wise, but like what platform you're on, it can be a bit buggy. But yeah, memberships are definitely a thing. A name's grey is most of my collection. Maybe that's the way to go about it. No one wants an unpainted name. No one wants an unpainted name. Grey in solidarity. Although you could literally refer to the grey names as the you are the pile of shame. Oh, what a way to phrase it. Amazing. So how many of you have actually already seen all this stuff? How many of you woke up at like 5 AM? Well, if you're in the UK. For most of the people it would have been more sensible the time for that. But because like I say, I got up like relatively early, but I haven't actually looked at anything yet. I have just like I went to the article, tried to blank out everything around it. I was just like, okay, click the thing, set the stream, and then just don't touch anything. Like try to avoid spoilers as much as I could. I've been up since 2:30 for a shift at 8. Good God. I woke from snow clearing vehicles. Nice. Up since 4:50. Feel rough as a badger bum. Oh my God. It's all just another day. Yeah, fair enough. Well, you know what? I don't want to make everyone feel bored and unfulfilled any more than I normally do. So, should we get started? Should we get started? Look, people have had like 10 minutes to get in here, alright? Admittedly, it takes until like the half an hour mark for you to reach like peak viewing, but that's not my problem. Frankly, that's not my issue. So, what we'll do is I'm going to try and mute the thing as quickly as I can when they start doing the little intro videos, because that way, hopefully, the stream VOD won't get copyright claimed like it normally does, and we'll have to do a little bit of audio balancing. One day, I'll just be sensible and I'll do this stuff before I go live, because I could do. I just don't do it. I've got really nothing else to say about that. It's basically I'm being lazy. It's a quiet 9-hour shift with 9 hours. Oh God. Right. Let's see how loud these two are compared to me. Are they too loud or are they okay? Doing a little bit of talking all over them. Sorry, Lewis, but this is just the way it is. Just keeping it going. What do we reckon? Is that about right? Could they do with being louder? Or could I do with being louder? Do we even want them? Is that harsh, or do we just mute them?
LVO, the Last Prince Open, is one of the largest
independent
Warhammer events in the world.
But then they do give helpful information sometimes. Only sometimes.
Support them where we can, and one of the ways that we
Not
do that
every
is,
time.
some of the larger ones, we take the opportunity to show
Just
them
mute
cool
them.
stuff.
Just get rid.
And obviously we are here right
Just
at
get rid of them.
the new year, and it means that we've got lots of very
I
exciting
mean,
Warhammer things to show
I
you
could just
coming
get
up in
rid of
the
them.
next few months. So we have things
That
across
seems
multiple
harsh,
game
though. That
systems,
seems
Warhammer
real
40,000,
harsh.
Warhammer Age of
Just
Sigmar,
straight
and
away.
Heresy, along with
Just
some
straight
of the
away.
skirmish
No,
games
get
as
rid of
well,
these
so we've got
guys.
some really cool stuff to show
Tell you what. You know what? We are going to mute them. We're going to mute them. We're gonna skip through. We're going to skip through. I just saw something. We're going to skip through. I don't need... Look, it's not live. We don't actually have to hear the waffle, because there's like a solid 2 minutes of it. Let's just have a bit of a skip through. Straight into the first one. That's the most sensible thing. So it is new Mandrakes. Okay, that's cool. The Mandrakes are absolutely quality. The old sculpts were good. So I'm glad they are actually... Yeah, I'm glad they're back, because they're quality. They're absolutely quality. That's an idea, Zingbo. I'll do that. So that's the Night Lords, and oh, that's quite a fun combination, actually. That's quite a fun combination. They're out of Finecast jail. Yeah. Yeah, because we've seen the Night Lords kill team. When was that? When did we see this Night Lord kill team? I thought they were already available. Am I not? Am I completely off base there? I thought this was already a thing you could have, but maybe I'm just off my face. Yeah, I mean it's a good kill team. It does look good. It's not released. Okay, they were just announced earlier. That's a weird choice to announce them well in advance and then announce them for a second time with the Mandrakes. Now, to be fair, though, Mandrakes are quality. They look really good. The terrain looks like something you might have made in the old days with an upside down egg box and a few few deodorant bottles. You know what? I don't think you're entirely wrong from that glimpse we just got. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's fun. They've reused that kind of like shadow ripple effect from that Warcry warband. It's kind of nice to see that showing up elsewhere, because I quite like that. That's quite cool. They probably had a different schedule for release that then changed. Night Lords were announced on the 18th of November 2023. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that was a while ago now. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, because the Mandrakes kill team looks absolutely quality. I did always like the Mandrakes. They've always been really cool. I feel like these are slimmer, almost. They don't seem quite as chunky as the Finecast Mandrakes. They're a bit more gaunt, it feels like. I also feel like the carvings on the skin are a bit less... It feels like there's less of them. But I don't know whether that's just me misremembering the older ones. I do like them, though. Taller but the same proportions. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. They look like Drakari. They've been through a hard divorce. Wow. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but... The old ones are definitely thicker. Looks like 5 models with 2 options. Yeah, we've got repeated leg poses there and there, there and there, there and there, there and there, and there and there. So we've got 5 sets of... We've got 5 legs doubled up. But there is a decent amount of variation in the torsos. That's kind of... Yeah. I think like the big two-handed swords are the ones that look kind of more threatening, although the big bonesaw looking blades are also horrific. They are all pretty cool, to be fair. They are all pretty cool. The repeated legs are very obvious with this. Yeah, that it is a bit more noticeable. Definitely. Be interesting to see how much these go for when the individual boxes come out, you know. I should have muted the mic there. I apologise. Just drank straight down the microphone. The sword's a bit too big for their hands, like knives in children's hands. See, I quite like the oversized weapon side of things for these. I think it looks pretty cool. It's nice to see them back. They've not been available like for production for so long now. And the thing is, these are like... They are for 40k, but they're also quite setting agnostic. Like, you could easily use these in say, AOS for something. Or as something for Warcry, or like... I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of potential for these. There's a lot of potential for doing interesting things with them. Sort of remind me of the Sylvaneth Revenant sculpt. You know what? Actually, the hair especially, yeah. Oh, the Generatorium, they've just said this is. I do. I don't know what to make of that at all. What's the verdict, gang? Because yeah, it's that is weirdly wholly unremarkable. Like, the thing is with terrain, I think it's very hard to do like massively impressive terrain, because terrain is terrain, and you know, outside of a few sort of specific instances, it's like a bit much of a muchness terrain. This just sort of, I don't know how to phrase this properly. It looks like something that has just been bulked out for the sake of being bulked out. It looks like... I've done this plenty of times, right, with kit bashes. You get to a certain point and you're like, okay, I need to fill this space because it's too blank. I'll just stick this thing on. This feels like that, but the whole thing is that. It is impressively... It's like impressively... It's not bad. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't really look anything. It's I don't know. It's the most... Yeah, it's the most terrain to ever terrain. Just kind of... Yeah, bland. Bland. Very bland. Yeah, not massively... Why would that pop up in the middle of an oil rig, Eddie? I don't agree with that. Mind you, I just don't. Some of the recent terrain has been great of the Orc terrain from Kill Team Octaris. Yeah, that's... Actually, no, that's fair enough. That's fair. That's quite a cool shot, but even then, the repeated shapes on that terrain are very, very glaring. It really looks kind of copy-paste. which is not what you necessarily want anything to look like. But then again, it looks copy-paste because same element there, and there. Same connections between each element. Same, like, greeble bits down the side of each of the elements, and then you got exactly the same connecting sections each way. Oh, I don't know. That's not not massively impressed. If it wasn't so flat or level, it might look better. You know what? Actually, I think you might be on something there. If it was not completely like not one dimensional, but you know. The Nighthaunt I'm already a fan of. Oh, was that more Lumineth? Yeah, it is. Doing the classic elven jump over stuff. Or onto stuff. That looks solid. That's an immediate 10 out of 10. Love that. That's great. Oh, what is that big terrain piece there? That... Oh, I want to see that. I want to see that terrain piece. I want to see that terrain piece. That's what I want to see. The Lumineth, I think I would probably like more in a different colour scheme. That colour scheme wasn't doing anything for me. But I feel like probably with a different colour scheme it would be good. The OSL potential on the Ghosty Boys are going to be amazing. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Lumineth Water Elf. Because we don't already have a Water Elf faction that desperately needs units. Well, yeah. Yeah. The Idrillan Riverblades. Okay. Alright. I like some of these poses. This tactical column, I actually quite like that. The jumping there, the running there and there. That's pretty cool. That's fine. That's okay. These two just flat out look like they're tripping over things. There's two here that just look like they're... Like, this guy right here looks like he's tripping over that bit of wood. That's not doing it for me. That the rest of them are fine. That one also is a bit weird. Where is that connected? Oh, that's connected on the, like, the cloth is kind of going round the... There's definitely a bit of Harlequin action going on. Definitely a bit of Harlequin action going on. Was this the one that we saw in the Sneaky Peek? At the start of the year? Was that the guy that we saw this? No, because the Sneaky Peek one had a double-bladed... That was it, wasn't it? The one tripping over, I think, might have been the Sneaky Peek. They look pretty decent overall. I'm not a fan of the colour scheme. I'm really not a fan of the colour scheme. But the actual models are, for the most part, fine. The full masks are better than the half masks, for me. By quite a bit. Like, the full masks look way better. The Nighthaunt looks solid. But then again, the Nighthaunt often do. Pyregeists is a hell of a name. This guy's having a terrible day. Look at that. Oh, awful. How you doing? How you doing, Jeremy? Well, my entire face is on fire, but apart from that, all good. Yeah, the big man at the front there is absolutely class. Love the big man at the front. He looks solid. That's a great model. I do like the guys with the kind of armour over the robes. Those are really fun. The more flamey lads at the back, I think I actually prefer the less flamey dudes. I think I prefer the non, like the ones with the darker cloaks. But overall, that's a solid warband. What's scarier than ghosts? Ghosts on fire. Yeah, I mean, it's really the only thing that could make them worse, isn't it? Yeah, I do like these. I do like these a lot. But then again, I feel like the Nighthaunt range overall, like the Nighthaunt range is a range with very few misses. It's like very consistent in terms of how cool the designs are. And these are just taking all of the coolest bits. They're the slightly bigger ghosties. They have slight, like, interesting weapons. There's a nice mix of kind of single-handed with a lot of flame sticking out, which also helps, and double-handed as well. Plus, like, the metals on Nighthaunt are always really fun because they've got that kind of pitted look to them. Nighthaunt currently really struggling Warcry. Hope that these ghostly guys lift them out of the doldrums. Wish these were two proper new units, not one mixed Warcry thing. Yeah. Yeah, a single unit. I mean, it's easier to use that in multiple games, but the only problem with Nighthaunt is that everything looks the same. Yeah, no, not as bad as Fire Slayers though. Not as bad as Fire Slayers. That is a quality bit of terrain. I love that. That's awesome. Ulrak the Drowner is an incredible model. I still love Ulrak the Drowner. I like the damage on this. Like the massive kind of chunk missing out of the crystal at the top looks really cool. The gem eyes are quality as well. Like that's a really like characterful bit of scenery. That's really, really fun. I'd like to see more of that sort of thing, you know? Yeah, front prow of a lizard man spaceship. Which is still... Oh... Pyre and Flood is a fun play on Fire and Flood, but it also could have just been called Fire and... But never mind. Yeah, look at that. See that? That looks infinitely more interesting than the upside down egg box that we got for Kill Team. Like, infinitely more interesting than the upside down egg cup. Just so much better. Oh, sorry. Kroot. Yeah. Yeah. Give me the Kroot. Give me all the Kroot. More Kroot. Use it for a Slan Titan. That's solid idea. Like that. I mean, how can we not love Kroot? I mean, how long has it been? Oh, new carnivores. New Krootox. Ooh. Oh, these must be the ones that we saw in the little teaser video that I apparently misidentified. This is a full army. It's just a full... Yeah, that's just a full Kroot army. Solo Kroot armies like actually not just a thing, but also like we can just do that now. We now have all plastic Kroot stuff, like new plastic Kroot that. Oh yes, yes. Hang on, let me turn them up so that I can. Right. So, I mean, I'm just massively happy about this. I'm massively happy about this. I bloody love me some Kroot. I love me some Kroot. Kroot are solid and awesome. And the fact that they got sidelined still makes me sad. Oh yeah, sorry, Dad. Do you want me to unmute them, or shall we just marvel at the Kroot? I like the way they've painted these as well, having a few different skin tones and stuff. That's really fun. I like that a lot. God, yes. The proportions I feel like are better. The proportions are really good. That kind of like harness arrangement they've got going around the torso is really fun. The shoulder pads, I mean, the way they've painted them to have those markings kind of make it seems like there's a kind of Krooty, like a sort of Tau element to those like paint jobs on the shoulders. That is quality. The flesh shaper looks awesome. The I don't know why, but the exposed knees is really tickling me, and I don't know why. Maybe it gets just really hot knees. I don't know. But overall, that's quality. Like the mask over the face looks really good. Those, like, is it hair or is it like spines coming out the back of the head? I don't know much about Kroot physiology. I don't know much about Kroot physiology, but either way, the decorations in the quills. I like how I asked the question, and immediately we got quills, spines, feathers, quills. Okay, quills. Right, there we go. It's just the immediate like contradictory response really tickled me there. Oh man. So quills. Oh yeah, because they're sort of like birdmen, kind of. Well, avians. That's not really just saying birdmen. It's not accurate, is it? Anyway, noodles. They're noodles. Head noodles. Ooh, yeah. Feathers are technically a specific kind of quill with extra fluff on it. These are just bear quills. We're getting deep in the weeds on quill terminology. The War Shaper, again, looks absolutely fantastic. I like the kind of... The studs going into the face is hardcore. That's awesome. I have to say, that bow is solid. What a cool choice available there. That bow. That's great. The cloak is super, like, thick and rigid, but it works because it is clearly the skin of a big beastie. Krootox Rampagers are immediately great. Love these. See, they got pistols, they've got, like, are those, like, throwing spears, like javelins they've got on their backs? And close combat weapons? And it looks like so the Krootox have got armor panels, but they're like shoulder pads as well. That's really fun. There's a nice range of movement as well in the poses. Oh yeah, you're right. They are. Yeah, there are like Kroot skulls in the skulls box. I totally forgot about that. You know, I don't tend to use those, the Kroot ones. Then again, I tend to use the human ones a lot. A Kroot versus Katachan campaign book? That is solid. What an idea. It's literally just Predator, the box. Call it Predators. And then just leave it at that. Yeah, I really, really like these. I really like them. They're absolutely massive as well. Like, just the muscle mass on the front of them is ridiculous. That new Kroot Rider is so good. So good. Different gun options, which is fun. Also, the way that there is like a saddle, but it's not a saddle. They're just like standing on them. They look so good. These are great. See, that one of the things that I like really loved about the Tau when they were first introduced, like when they first appeared, you know, when they first came out as a faction, one of the things I loved was that you could have this army where there's just two completely different like species there, but it was part of the same empire. So you had two totally different like societies, ways of fighting, but they were a cohesive force and they were part of the same army. I loved that. And then it just went like they just got rid, basically. They just sort of ignored that whole side of things. To have that like come back and looking as good as this, I love that. I love that so much. So much. Oh, that's going to be such a difficult box to resist. It's going to be such a difficult box to resist. See, I didn't even play Tau, right? When Tau first came out, I didn't even play them. I was all over the Iron Warriors and Necron trains at the time. But I remember, like, at the time, just thinking it was a really cool idea. Also, on the art for that box, have you seen this guy? Oh my god! Look, yeah, there you go, Dad. This guy, like, what the hell? The massively buff Krootox. Just absolutely, what an absolute chunk that guy is. Oh, you know what, Believer? I think you're right. I think that box is gonna vanish instantly. I think it's just gonna go. It'll be gone in seconds. That thing. Ooh, that looked a bit Daughters of Khaine. That looked a bit Daughters of Khaine. Also, them having more than 2 boxes available in any given location would be nice, but, you know, we'll see. Ooh. That looks funky. Where's her face? I mean, hidden behind the old hair there, but... Krathusa the Crone Seer. Okay. That's quite a fun model. That's quite cool. Does she have long hair, no eyes to paint? Win-win. You are 100% correct. I hate painting eyes, so this is perfect. An anti-Marathi faction of Daughters of Khaine is really cool. The crown is embedded in her eyes. She's blinded herself with it. What the... Oh, that is hardcore. That is hardcore. Most people in the real live stream chat were actually disappointed and wanted nothing to do with Kroot. Surprise. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. People were complaining about the Kroot because they didn't want them. Who was complaining about Kroot? This is why, right? This is why you just don't look at the, like, official chat. There's just no point. There's no point. Why bother? Why put yourself through it? Like, what's the point of it? Why would you even bother reading that? Just garbage opinions left and right. Like, people dedicated themselves to just being wrong. You know what it is. You know what it was. You know what it was. And you can clip what I'm about to say. I don't give a shit. You know what it was? It was all the Space Marine only players. That's what it was, complaining about the Kroot. That's who was complaining. Because let's face it, really, Space Marines only exist to serve the customer base, or like the half of the customer base that don't have an imagination. That's what Space Marines are for. So anytime you see people complaining about stuff that isn't Space Marines, you know that it's because that person they don't have the like the mental width to expand beyond that. So I mean, I honestly, in a way, I'm not surprised. But on the other hand, like, it's Kroot. How can you not want Kroot? Just disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I mean, to be fair, I've seen the live chat of most of these like previews in some small form or, you know, larger form, having it off to the side, and it tends to be like machine gun rate flood of, I don't play this, I don't want this is the best thing ever, I love this, I hate this, why does AOS exist, no one wants the old world, where's 40k, where's this specific thing from 40k, all of, like, it tends to just be all of everything, but it comes in waves and in chunks, so you end up with kind of vast, like, icebergs of nonsense, but from multiple different angles, and they just follow on from each other one after the other. It's just, I just don't bother looking at the chat, because it feels like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna see a comment that is just someone being really, really pissy about something, and it just doesn't seem worth it, you know? I mean, the nice thing is that when we stream, like, when we do this, and if I'd have been up to doing it at 5 o'clock in the morning, which I wasn't, the chat, like, we're a lot more kind of, I don't know, I feel like if you go external to the actual official live chat on Warhammer's Twitch page, you actually get a more sensible like reaction to the vast majority of stuff. I feel like maybe I'm being totally unfair and biased towards you lot, but I don't think I am. Anyway, that was oh, it's fine to like Space Marines. You know that was a joke, right? I feel like I need to, after the videos that I did like last week or week before last week, I feel like I need to point that out. Space Marines are fine. It's fine to like. I have all of that shelf for Space Marines, alright? Okay? That's all Space Marines. I'm not actually saying you've got no imagination. Shouldn't.
Here's a chunk towards anything you pick up.
Oh, thank you very much, Killer Kreisman. Very much appreciated. I mean, the fact is that if you like Kroot, you are just cooler than other people. But that doesn't mean that other people aren't also kind of cool. Just keep digging the hole. Let's go. Space Marines don't have feelings. They have anger, rage, and I don't really know what else, to be honest. Zeal. They've got zeal for days. So Krathus's Crone Host. It's an okay box. It's very, I mean, it looks thematic. It looks thematic enough. Also interesting that that's Dawnbringers as opposed to it being a not a Vanguard, a Spearhead box. kind of weird that that's the case, but are they showing the... Oh, okay, so it's the next Dawnbringer's book, alright. Just for a second there, I was like, what? Are they already doing a... Oh. Ooh, okay. Oh, this has all the makings of a fun warband of some kind. Anger, faith, and daddy issues are the pillars of the Space Marines. Oh, hell yes. More Van Helsings, as Ruskins has correctly put. Yeah, we've seen a big chunk of these. That's fine. What about what? Forget her. We've already seen her. What about the other ones? What about the other ones? The Darkest Dungeon Party. Oh, you know it. Hello, Irregulator. Dawnbringers 5 already announced before Dawnbringer 4. That sounds about right. Oh, you know what that's reminded me? I still haven't painted my oh, what's it called? The boxes. There we go. I still haven't painted my Hexbane Hunters, whatever they are. Because let's face it, is it Callis and Toll? I haven't read those. I need to. But I feel like yeah, Callis and Toll, Saviours of Cinderfall. That is a solid bunch. Look at that. Look, you don't come here to hear someone who knows what they're talking about dead. You know that by now. Oh, it's the cat that they put in the little preview image. That guy? Woman? Whoever that is, looks mad. But I don't mind it. They look so good. They look so good. The the double like flintlock pistol pose is class. Also, is one of those flintlock pistols actually a double-barreled flintlock pistol? Because that's awesome. Is that even flintlock? I don't know. It's got that sort of vibe to it. The Stormcast does look good. Are those skeletons... Is the key on their shoulder... So there's a big key that the skeletons are holding coming out of his armour. Lady on the left is just a rogue trader. You know what? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Also, another key motif there. Lots of, you know what? Hang on, wait. So we've got the key on this guy. We've got a key through her hair. There's a key hanging off his sword. There's a key hanging off the griffin. Not griffin. Griffhound. Has he got a key on him anywhere? Is there a key on him somewhere, maybe? I can't see one on her either, but there's definitely another key there. There's definitely a very keyhole belt buckle. Yep, I didn't spot that before. Good spot. There's a whole lot of key going on. The giant key is the key to the city. That's class. Love that. Absolutely love that. Callis and Toll, Sigmar's greatest locksmiths. Oh, man. Love that. Okay, I mean, these are great. These are great. Between, like... I don't know. I Hexbane's Hunters plus these is like the coolest little band of just badasses. Like I'm loving this. This is fantastic. So I need to read up on Callis and Toll then, do I? I mean, I clearly do, because that guy is rocking 2 pistols at all times, which clearly makes him a legend. The cobble bases are great. Same thing again on Hexbane's Hunters. Got cool cobble bases. I really like those textured bases where there's not like loads going on, but it also is enough to give them character. Yes, yeah, Sleeth. Big sort of Mordheim vibes off those. Power is found in dark places. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and we've got some Slanesh. Oh, that's that Slanesh warband we saw before, isn't it? Is that the Slanesh one we saw before that's got the big chunky one? Or am I misremembering? Zondara is one hell of a name. It really is. That's fun. Huh. This is really cool. Okay, hang on.
Love has been cursed in the realm of beasts. There's loads of curses going around. It's Age of Sigmar. Yeah. Every second person is cursed in some way, shape, or form. But her love has been cursed and turned into a beast, basically. So that weird beast wolf.
So the person she's in love with has been turned into that creature?
A cure for that. And she thinks that the cure can be found.
And she's trying to find a cure.
Graveyards of the realm of beasts. So using
that's actually really fun.
And Ghoulish magic, she has raised a team of zombies.
That's great.
Imbued them with extra bestial strength, and she is cracking open graves across the realm of beasts to try and find magic.
Fantastic. Okay, that is a 10 out of 10. That is a 10 out of 10. That's really fun. Oh man, I love that. That's great. And also it's interesting because like those were more like that sort of beast that he is looked more like sort of Flesh Eater Court style. But the actual warband itself is made up of zombies. And the fact that she's going after graves. So she's got like... She's got one that's got like a shovel. One that's got a pickaxe. There's one that's got like a hammer and a spike. Presumably to like nail down anything that they decide they don't want to raise. That's really, really fun. That's great. Oh man, I love that. Yeah, that's fantastic. Nice. Good work. Good work on that. Female Heinrich Kimmler. Oh, that's not a bad shout, actually. The power of True Love's first kiss doesn't work in AOS. Oh, give it a try, you don't know. To be honest, looking at her, she's punching above her weight as it is. Wow. Wow. What was... Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. I know they're going to show proper, but I'm excited. Hang on. Is that... No. Is it? Is that a Malcador? Is that a... Does the Malcador have it central, or is it off to the side, but it's just the angle and I'm getting it... Because it's not totally wrong for a Lehman Russ. It's not right for a Baneblade. Or the Stormhammer either. Is that a goddamn Malcador? Is that a plastic Malcador? Is that a Oh, it's the little silly. That was the little silly Sentinel from Imperialis. That's funny. So, please. Okay, that Lehman Russ looks solid. But I've already got 7 Lehman Russes. I don't need any more Lehman Russes. Oh, I kind of do though, don't I? So it is, isn't it? It's plastic. Oh. Oh. It is. It is. It is. It is. Plastic Malcador. Alright, this is the happiest I've been. This is the happiest I've been all week. This is the happiest I've been all week. I'm so happy. I bloody love the Malcador. I love the Malcador. It's such a cool tank, but it's so goddamn expensive and it's full of effing resin. Oh, look at that. Oh, they look great. They look great. I mean, the Solar Auxilia have always looked absolutely solid. They've always looked absolutely solid. So a box of, it looks like a box of 20. I'm assuming a box of 20, given they've shown them off like that. That's awesome. That's great. I mean, we kind of knew they were on their way, but I assumed, I just kind of assumed that it would be like, okay, here's plastic Solar Auxilia. We already have Lehman Russes. And, there's your varying resin tanks that you can get if you want them. But no, this is quality. The detail's really, really good. The detail's really good. The weapons look so much more like steampunky. Everything that they've shown off for Solar Auxilia equals 1,200 points. Well, I mean, to be fair, that Guard, if you're going for an infantry heavy army, is already, like, for 40k is horrifically expensive. It just is. Like, my Guard army was relatively not that expensive, but only because it's only tanks. It's only tanks, and I took advantage of something that Element Games do, where they bundle 3 Lehman Russes together for a chunkier discount. Like, it's still kind of expensive, but not as bad as going full infantry, which is way more expensive. Oh man, they look so good. They look so good. Guy in the far left, look, he's got a telephone pole attached to his backpack. I mean, he probably has. He looks like a comms officer. So, I mean, yeah, I'm just looking at them, and I've always loved the look of them, but the cost of them was just always so prohibitively, horribly expensive, And now they're making it like it should be anyway, like more approachable, more affordable. Right. Tactical command section. Oh, look at that. It's so good. That one dude with his helmet open. I know you're talking into the Vox, but come on, man. You're letting the side down. Yeah, they look really fun. Look really, really fun. Oh, yeah, they will cost the same that the 20 boxes of Space Marines cost, most likely. For sure. That's it, the Athon Heavy Sentinel, how do you pronounce that? It's so... Oh... Oh man, what a weird walker. I don't get. Look, I both love this and also think it's kind of silly at the same time. Both. I hold both opinions equally. It's it's the way the gun's at the top in between the thing. It looks like, again, it looks I don't know, like a cryo chamber on legs. It looks like a 70s idea of what a 2070s cryo chamber would be, but on legs with guns from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen attached to the top of it. It looks... You know what? Papa Zulu, you're absolutely correct. It looks Imperium, but not 40k. It's just so odd. This isn't the walker that was in that sneak peek earlier. That was another one that's not here either. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So this is... Wait, the Dracosan is the transport. It's the... it's transport... Is that 2 hunter killers on the side and a demolisher cannon on the front? Is that a shield generator on the back? A void shield? I think it is, isn't it? What on earth? What the hell is... What is this... It's not transport, it's just a tank. It's just a full tank. Transport with a demolisher cannon? I mean, what? It's great, but also, what? A tank sport. Yeah. Oh, the Lehman Russ, though. The Lehman Russ looks so good. So good. And the thing is, it is different enough from the existing kit. Like, the styling is different enough. 10 guy transport plus cannon, or no cannon and 20 guys transport. Okay, that's cool. That's fun. Yeah, that Lehman Russ variant is solid. Absolutely solid. And also having the oh, what are they called? Like the rails on the back. I really like that, and I would love to have had that on all of my tanks. But, well, I mean, I could just print some, thinking about it. I could just print some. Does it have some small suspension travel? Hang on. It might. It looks like it might have... I was going to say more travel than the current ones, but that wouldn't be difficult because the current ones have no travel. Let me just grab one. You. Alright. I mean, if in doubt, it's almost the same loadout as well. That's pretty funny. Of all the... Yeah, no, I'm glad I picked this one, actually. Hang on a moment here, gang. Hang on a moment. The back of this is looking... Right, look at that, right? The back there, I'll turn it round. So we've got that bit. We've got the rails. But there's a bunch of little details. Let me see if I can... No, come on, focus. Focus. Oh, it's overriding it. Damn it. There we go. Can you see? There. Just there, right? You see there? Now, go back to there. Have they pretty much taken the they've taken the it's the Mars Alpha pattern Lehman Russ and just made that plastic and then added extra rivets and stuff to it, haven't they? That's pretty much exactly what they've done there. Because that section... Oh yeah, the chat's in the way. Hang on, let me move the chat a sec. Oh no, I moved the whole thing. That's not what I meant to do. There. So, if we do that little comparison there... So yeah, effectively it's the Mars Alpha pattern Lehman Russ in plastic, and then they've altered the sides as well. So again, like if we do back to main, there is almost like there's no travel on the suspension there at all, right? None. At all. There's nothing there. However, if we go back to this and we move the chat again, if we do a little comparison, that has totally got travel. So they've reduced the size of the side panel. That's what it is. That's what it is. That makes a huge amount of sense now. So on this one, you can see there's like a bit of... You've got this section here, and then you've got rivets on the like outside of it leading towards the tracks. On the new one, it stops. Like where my finger is like cutting off, it stops there, but like all the way around. So they've reduced the size of the side panel to show more of the tracks and the wheels. But that makes a massive difference. That makes a massive difference to it. That's super cool. Nope. Am I in focus again now? Alright. I mean, we didn't need to go into that much... we didn't need to go into that much detail, did we? But we did. I'm still not right. Hang on. There we go. You know what? That might be worth doing in a more in a more cohesive, comprehensive manner. It's like a little video, you know. Take a picture of the existing one and then just highlight the differences between the two, because that's way more impressive than it just being a Lehman Russ with like an extra bit. Like that makes it more fun for me, because we've got that, like, it's not just the change of there being more rivets and like more decoration / armor paneling and stuff. They've like pretty heavily altered the side panels to do that, and that just makes it more fun. Way more fun. Also, I reckon the tracks themselves are bigger, like taller, just chunkier all round. Because when you get to the bottom, the whole panel has been slightly shrunk and cut off in places, but it still wouldn't be enough to account for how much track is actually showing. So yeah, I'd love to Ruskinses, but I don't get sent anything. I'm not in their program. So so if you want me to make that video with one of these, super chats are a thing you can do, and memberships will also achieve a similar effect. Just throwing it out there. Do the tracks have the Aquila on them? You know what? I'm looking, and I can't see any. Also, I don't know that the tracks on the Lehman Russ have it anyway. I don't believe they do. Yeah, I don't think they do. Right, let's carry on. That was such a massive tangent. It basically was just... It's slightly different. The leading wheel suspension has been changed. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool, though. That's really cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's really fun. That's really, really cool. I love that it's. Oh, I love that they're in plastic now. That's great. So that, yeah, like the big old plow on the. It's not a plow, you know what I mean. The dozer blade. That's what I'm thinking of. Plow. Yeah, I'm going ploughing with my Lehman Russ. It looks great. Looks awesome. No damage cannon. Boo, I say. Oh, there we go. The assault tank as well. Yeah. Yeah. The old plasma. The old plasma is... it looks so old. The Volkai looks great. Yeah, so we got... I think most of the 40k options are there. Well, it's missing like the Gatling, the Punisher, Gatling cannon. What else is it missing? It's not missing the plasma. Ooh. Ooh. They look great. Look at that. It doesn't look like there are any sponsons. I don't think they do sponsons. Among Us helmets. I don't think that's necessarily 100% accurate. Oh, you can kit them out with axes as well. Nice. Solid. Love that. Yeah, they look awesome. Oh, thank you very much, Ads Commissions, for the gifted membership. Yeah, they look great. They look absolutely solid. I really like those. Maybe the helmets are a bit like, I don't know, a bit like bucket-esque. A little bit bucket-esque, but I don't know. I still like them. Still like them quite a lot. They do look interesting. They look very clunky, like super clunky. It makes them look cheaply produced, like in universe, not actually the models. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Is that... Oh, a little void shield generator again. Oh, there's so many options. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Yes. That's a lot of... Oh, my God. All right, so... Oh, Jesus. Thank you. I've just seen that Killer Creation. Oh, Doreen has not elected to speak out loud, but thank you very much. Yeah, no, this is going to be bad. This is not. So, oh my God. So we've got a battle tank. We've got the twin.
This is not going to be cheap.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be. It is not going to be cheap. There's just so many options. I do like the fact that the Demolisher Cannon is so hilariously bigger than every other option. Now, there's only one thing. There's only one thing here. Okay? There's only one thing that I've got a problem with. There doesn't seem to be a Defender option. Now, unless they're going to show it on another page. But then again, such a small thing to complain about when now we have plastic Malcadors. Which is way more important than having the Defender variant. Like, what price? You know what? I don't know. I want to say probably Rogel Dawn sort of price. Maybe a little bit more. Although I think the Rogel Dawn and the Malkador are pretty much like roughly the same size. I think. Kind of need to see them next to each other. Absolutely solid. Right, but they're talking about their highlights. Is there anything? Is there anything at the end? Is there a sneaky sneak peek that we can have a look at, or is that our lot? Because if there's a sneak peek, nope, no sneak peek. Right, in that case, lads, sorry, but you're being minimised. Right. You knew exactly where I was going straight away. Don't pretend that you're surprised. Don't pretend that you're surprised. I had to go straight back at... Oh, hello. Oh, look at that. Look how angry he is. It's been how long for us to get into plastic? Yeah, no, solid. Solid. Love it. Love the work. Love the work on these. Great. Alright. Here we go. Wow. Let's get that a bit bigger. Yeah, that, I mean, it looks grand. It's a weird shaped vehicle, but it is cool. There's something about the like the kind of driver's section. I'm assuming that's the driver's section there. Being all chunky and stuck out further that I find fun. Yeah, I like that a lot. A lot. Loads of pintle weapons. Look at that. Nice. The Sentinels. The heavy Sentinel is just so mad. It's like a fridge on legs. Also, yeah, it is, isn't it? It's just it is pretty much the Malkador chassis. You got the same. It's the same side panels and same back. So yeah. I can't get over this. I can't get over it. I'm glad we've got it, but it's hilarious. Loads of different. So we've got heavy flamer. Is that Volkite again? Oh my god. Missile options are nice. Heavy stubber, melter. That's fun. I really do like that. That Lehman Rust. That's great. And we've got so many different options. Battle Cannon, Vanquisher Cannon, Gravis, Last Cannon or Gravis, Auto Cannon. Yeah, that's cool. I really like this whole... Oh, this is great. The Vanquisher Cannon looks fantastic. It looks so good. It looks so good. Got these lads as well. Now, they said that they had axes. I was kind of hoping that we would see axes, but no. Oh, well, okay. That's probably... Oh, do you reckon that's just a separate kit? A separate kit we haven't got yet. Then we got the Assault Tank, which has got the Volkite and the Plasma and the Demolisher Cannon. Yeah, so the only thing... I'm just thinking and looking... We don't have quite all the same options from the 40k ones. We're missing the Punisher Gatling Cannon. We're missing... We've got Demolisher. What else are we missing? What else? Oh, there's another one. There's another one. I can't think what it is. I think there's only like 2 missing from the 40k lineup, but the Volkite kind of takes place of some of it. Sponsons, yeah, but... No, there's the Punisher, and then there's something else. There's something else that you can get on the Lehman Russ, and I can't remember. Oh, there's the Nova Cannon. There's an overcannon for sure. I think that's pretty much it, though. I think in terms of like the main turret weapon, I think it's only the two that aren't there, which is the Punisher and the Nova. But you could totally like Exterminator. You should be fine with, because you've got double autocannon option on the strike tank. I would totally run Volkite as just plasma, though. To be honest, I would absolutely do that. Like the old plasma is fun, but I would happily run Volkite as plasma. Could run Volkite as plasma. Plasma is Nova if you wanted. Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, believer. It's not like when I say missing, I don't mean they should be there and they're not. I'm more like thinking if you want to have this force and you want to use those tanks in like both settings, for the most part, you shouldn't have an issue using them for both, because most of the options are there for you to switch out from 40k to Horus Heresy. So yeah, when I say missing, I don't mean they should be. Just that if you were going to use them outside of the Horus Heresy setting, then there's a couple of things that you wouldn't be able to equip them with out of the box. But funnily enough, given that there's 7 Lehman Russes up there, well, actually no, there's 6 up there, and then there's 1 in my hand. I reckon I've got a few spare weapons that could easily slot into some Horus Heresy Lehman Russ tanks. So this is the main thing for me, though. This is the main thing. And the thing is, at some point today and at some point tomorrow, there's going to be a couple more videos like on the releases. Like, I know we've just streamed it, but not everyone wants to watch live streams. A lot of people prefer the edited videos. But I mean, basically, when it comes to like highlights for this whole thing, it's nice to see the Mandrakes back. But for me, I can't help it. I love my tanks. I love my Warhammer tanks, and look at the Malkador. Look at it. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, I'll use a Malkador as a Rogel Dawn if necessary. But Malkadors are going to be on the field, and I don't care what anyone says. Well, that's the thing. The Kroot are amazing, but they don't have giant tanks. So it's like I love them. Don't get me wrong, I do, but I just can't. I can't ignore. Okay, we're gonna have a quick sold out online, temporarily out of stock. So these two are gone, right? These two are probably gone. 121 quid. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. That's horrendous. That is a nightmare. That's so much. I want to know who at Games Workshop decided to give the Auxilia battle group less models than the Mark III one. Now that you mention it, that's okay. That's fair. This needs to be a thing. This needs to be released in plastic. And the thing is, I love the Defender. I love it. Look at it. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I mean, that just makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to see this. Something I've coveted for quite a while. In plastic. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. If anything, you know what? it's got about the same amount of like travel, hasn't it? Pretty much the same amount of travel. Yeah, I'm just super happy about that. Good amount of options as well. Like, really good amount of options. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, with a bit of, I reckon with a bit of plastic on, a bit of hacking away, you could totally manage this. You could totally manage this. 100%. You know? Yeah, that's great. That's made me happy. Really happy. Love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, there'll be probably a few, like 1 or 2 edited videos about this stuff over the next couple of days. But that is a good chunk of reveals. That is a good chunk of reveals. Just feel really odd that the closest thing we got to any sort of marine stuff was the Night Lords that we'd already seen, though. That is crazy. I'm just not used to that. We normally get at least one, Primaris idiot. And this time, where was it? Nowhere. Instead, we got Kroot. And that's fine by me, because look at this absolute legend. Look at him go. Yeah. Space Marine fans started shaking in withdrawal. Damn. They didn't get their participation trophy this time. They just don't know what to do. I mean that is just a badass model. I mean, they all are. That's the thing. They look great. But they all look great. Absolutely solid. Especially this. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that chunky lad with his chunky gun on top. Solid. Absolutely solid. Oh. You know what? See, now I'm like, okay, this was badass. This was great. Loved this. But then as soon as I look at the Kroot again, I'm like, oh yeah, Kroot are amazing. So, I don't know, maybe it might have to be like an even split for me. I'm kind of weirdly equally excited for both, just in different ways. Oh, and I do like this as well. Not even the only new Kroot units coming. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Such a good chunk of different things. Really nice combination of stuff on that one, I think. Well, thank you very much for watching, Killer Griezmann, and thank you so much for the super chats. If anyone wanted to check out any memberships or become a member or make Doreen say anything, now is your time, because my head is starting to hurt again from the headphones. So we're going to be calling it a day in a moment, because I need to make sure I don't end up reigniting the previous migraine. But that was fun. That was a good like preview. There was some really nice stuff in there. Some really nice stuff. Didn't quite manage to do it live, but you know what? We got there in the end. That's the important bit, innit? Right. I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to go and lie down for a bit. Thank you very much for watching. Keep an eye out for videos over the next couple of days, because there will be some. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I hope your Friday goes as quickly and smoothly as possible, and you have a lovely weekend. See you later, everyone.